So you've been suffering with gum disease for quite a while, for quite a few years. Obviously, you're quite young yourself as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that's affected you, how that's affected your life?
Yes, I think from a beginning standpoint, before we managed to get on top of things, mentally, it was affecting me severely. I felt very self-conscious all of the time. I was worrying that my breath smelled. I would continually have mouthwash, TPs, chewing gum on my person because I was so concerned that other people could smell it. There's obviously the time impact as well that it takes with the additional cleaning that is involved to get on top of it. Physically, my gums have receded now, although they look healthier. I do have small gaps in between my teeth now, which I didn't have before. And that again makes it harder to stay clean because food obviously gets stuck in there. It's just become much more high maintenance than I probably ever would have imagined. So that's probably been the biggest impact for me. And then obviously the financial side of things as well, to get on top of it, there has been a significant outlay to that. But hopefully we're getting there soon. Yeah.
Amazing. So we did quite a lot of work together. Can you tell us a little bit about what that sort of work entailed? What sort of work did we do together to get your gum health back on track?
Yeah, so I think the first piece was obviously the education piece. So really ensuring that I understood what the root cause of it was and how important that day-to-day hygiene and correct sizing of TP brushes was to actually effectively clean under the gum. Because if the TP sizes aren't correct, then they're basically ineffective, which is a waste of time. So that was really probably the main thing that was important. Then obviously we did have the root planing. So is it classed as surgery or not? Root planing.
It's like an everyday term would be a deep clean.
Deep clean procedure. Yeah. So we had the deep clean procedure, which was obviously to kind of remove the biofilm that I had underneath the gums. And yeah, regular checkups and just good hygiene moving forwards. That's been the main things that we've worked on.
Amazing. And so out of all these kind of things we did, what do you think had the most value? What did you find was most useful from all the work we did together?
So I think you obviously need all of them to create the best outcome, but you can tell from my checkups and my charts when my hygiene has been better and when my hygiene has been worse. So it's really dialing in on the education around how important those daily cleans are. Going in just for a deep clean isn't going to solve the problem. You need those good habits and the education to stop that from coming back in the future, essentially, and to keep things under control. So I guess I haven't really answered your question there. I feel like they're all important, but the education and the day-to-day hygiene is key. Otherwise, everything else is ineffective.
Yep, fantastic. Thank you for that. I think you've answered it pretty well, if anything. So your gum health is now fairly stable. How do you feel? How's that had? What sort of impact has that had on your life now?
I feel much better now. I'm definitely less paranoid about smelly breath. I would really like to get to a place where cosmetically we can fill the black triangles that have been created by the recession in. I appreciate that will come in time. So yeah, I guess, sorry, can you ask the question again, Dip? I've gone off on a bit of a ramble there.
That's okay. Now that your gum health is stable,
Yeah.
how do you feel, and what sort of impact is that having on your life now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel much better, as I said, much less self-conscious about smells. I do feel frustrated with myself for it getting to that point. That's definitely something that I'm still struggling with. But I'm happy that we are now keeping on top of it and that the end is in sight, and potentially I can then have that cosmetic treatment that I want. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling at the moment.
Amazing. So yeah, it looks like you're overall really happy. Sounds like you've had a fair bit of a journey with us, but I think you're fairly satisfied with where we've gotten to, and onwards and upwards from here, I take it.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see where we
Amazing.
are.
Perfect.